Welcome into the broadcast, Mustang and Philly fans, as we bring you the first broadcast for the Shenandoah Phillies volleyball team of this 2021 season, brought to you by Fuller Digital Solutions and all of our great local sponsors here in Shenandoah. First of all, we'll start out talking starting lineups. First for the visitors, Denison-Schleswig, the Lady Monarchs. Their starting lineup is senior number 0, Kyra Langenfeld. Number 1, Claire Leinen. She's a sophomore setter. Number 3, outside hitter, junior Caitlin Brune. And the defensive specialist, number 12, she's a captain, Sophie Sonicson. Another defensive specialist, senior number 8, Taryn Fink. She is also a senior number 17, Hannah Slater. And number 18, senior outside hitter, Autumn Nemitz. The libero for the Lady Monarchs is number 7, Anna Wiggis. She is a junior. Now for your hometown Shenandoah Phillies, your starting lineup is starting at outside hitter, number 4, Cassidy Morris. Freshman, number 8, outside hitter, Ashlyn Hodges. Starting at middle hitter, number 10, junior, Kate Lance. Starting at outside hitter as well, number 17, sophomore, Jenna Burdorf. Starting again at middle blocker, number 20, freshman, Lene Green. The setter tonight for the Phillies is number 19, freshman, Peyton Athan. And the libero tonight for the Phillies is number 1, sophomore, Macy Finley. The Phillies are coached by head coach Tony Comstock, assisted by Jenna Hogue and Molly Roberts. Folks, this is the first game of the season for the Phillies. The Lady Monarchs, they have played in 5 matches already, so you've got that advantage a little bit, getting onto the court and playing already in a Saturday tournament. We'll see how that kind of plays out, if there's any rust coming from a year off. But we'll take a short break as they play the anthem, and when we come back, we'll get ready for some Phillies volleyball.
This very moment, a board-certified surgeon specializing in female pelvic medicine and reconstructive surgery is scrubbing up in a newly remodeled surgical center full of the latest technology to give a woman a chance to take back control over her body. It will take less than an hour. There will be minimal recovery time, and afterwards, she'll start to feel normal again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
Inch of your body puts pressure on one place, your feet. So give your feet everything they could ask for by walking in to Brown Shoe Fit Shenandoah. Shoes for every occasion, boots for any situation, and above all, the right fit for you. After all, Brown Shoe Fit has been fitting feet for over 100 years. The only downside, so many shoes to choose from and only 2 feet. Great service, great selection, a great fit every time at Brown Shoe Fit, downtown Shenandoah.
Welcome back to Shenandoah High School Gymnasium and Rex Roth Court. As again, we bring you the first game of the season for the Shenandoah Phillies volleyball team. When you look at the starting lineups, I know I've got the list right in front of me here. One thing I'm noticing just right off the bat, one side's fairly young, one side's fairly veteran. With Denison, the lady Denison-Schleswig, the Lady Monarchs. Their starting lineup full of juniors and seniors, 1 sophomore, the setter, that's Claire Leinen. Everybody else juniors and seniors. For the Phillies, you're starting 3 true freshmen and a sophomore. So this will be kind of fun to see how this all plays out. Looks like Denison-Schleswig's going to get the serve first. It's going to be Claire Leinen starting it off, and the Phillies will be on serve receive to start the season. Looks like they're just checking in the lineups, and the libero Finley's going to check in for Cassidy Morris. And we are ready for play in game 1 of the season. And the first point goes to the Phillies as Leinen's serve sails out of bounds. So it's 1-0 Shenandoah, and the true freshman, Peyton Nathan, set to serve. A little jump serve to the libero. And it's down, and a point for the Phillies again. Good serve, tough pass by the Lady Monarchs, and just couldn't get it over the net. So 2-0 Shenandoah as Ethan serves again. Gets a good serve over, nice hard serve, good pass by Nemitz. Back to Nemitz, but it was too tight to the net, and another point for the Phillies. So off to a good start is Shenandoah with Ethan on the serve. They get the sight out right away on the serve out of bounds by Leinen, and they're still going. Another serve by Ethan, quality serve, good setup, and the hit by Slater is taken back. Big block in the middle there. Looked like that was Lene Green in there taking it back. So a 4-0 run early in the ball game, and for a young team, again, with the freshmen and sophomores that they have and a very limited varsity experience, this is very important to get off to a good start, build some confidence. Another good serve, and that's an ace. That is an ace. Just ate up the libero for the Lady Monarchs. Wiggis, she just couldn't do anything with it. And Athens on a 4-0 run all by herself here at the service line. Another good serve, hit the tape. Wiggis gets it to the setter, and they got to dump it over it. And it's still played into the back row. And it's going to end up a kill for Lene Green, but a really good block by Jenna Burdorf there. Thought the point was over, but they kept playing. And it's a 6-0 run to start the season for the Shenandoah Phillies. And we'll take a break with them. Be back in about a minute.
Corporation in Shenandoah is growing. Pella is a family-owned company and has a strong heritage that started in 1925. Pella offers a strong benefit package, competitive wages, quarterly bonuses, profit sharing, and more. Pella has a decreased overtime schedule. You'll never work on Sundays, and you will have at least 2 Saturdays off each month to spend more time with your family. Go to careers.pella.com to see what jobs are available and apply today. Experience is not necessary, as Pella will provide training. Pella is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back into the Shenandoah High School Gymnasium at Rex Roth Court. 6-0 early run. The timeout by Coach Mitch for the Denison-Schleswig Lady Monarchs kind of settle her troops down. But we'll get it going again. This is fast and furious volleyball. Another good serve, and it looks like another ace for Ethan. That's 2 aces in her first 6 varsity serves. If she can keep that up, I think she'll do very well over the next 4 years. So 7-0 Shenandoah. Ethan again back to serve. A little jump serve off the side of her hand that time. We'll give her that one. She had 6 very good serves, but the side out, and the Lady Monarchs take over, have a sub in the game. It looks like Taryn Fink steps in, and she's going to go to the service line for the Lady Monarchs, looking to get back in the ball game. Good serve over to Green. Green, it's a tight pass into the net, and it's a point for the Lady Monarchs. One thing, again, this is my first volleyball broadcast, but it goes fast and furious. So, you know, there's not a lot of downtime in the game of volleyball. Nice serve by Fink. Gets it up to Ethan, the setter. Ethan gets outside and just out of bounds. Just out of bounds. A good hit, good set in system, but just didn't snap the hand down. I mean, she had some good speed on it. Nobody home on that serve as we get an ace for Fink, and they're right back in the ball game, 7-4. We had a nice run of serve 6 in a row for Ethan. Now we've got 3 in a row so far for Fink as we keep rolling in the game. Another good serve going to the freshman Green. She gets it to the setter, and Burdorf with a little dink over the top of the block, and it counts. That's a kill, and it's 8-4. We got a sub. Looks like Brooklyn Black, the senior's coming into the ball game. She's coming in for Kate Lance. Black will go back to the service line to serve for the Phillies. Up by 4 here in the first set. Nice serve. Gets it to Fink. Gets it to the setter. And a little dink, but it didn't get there. Tried to just touch it over the net. That Sonicson tried to just touch it over the net, but just didn't get it high enough, and I don't think it would have got over the block of Berdorf and Green. So another point for the Phillies as Black is back to serve again. Another nice hard serve, overpass, and down. The overpass by the libero, and Green puts it down. 10-4 is the score. But one thing I'm noticing early on, we're young, but we got some size down there. We're bigger than Denison-Schleswig height-wise. If we can utilize it in the right way, could be a very fun volleyball season. Sonicson just tosses it over. We get a kill opportunity, and down for Ashlyn Hodges, another freshman. Good set, good pass, gets the kill. The freshmen are coming to play in set one, folks. I mean, they all are, but these freshmen, there's a reason they're starting. Brooklyn Black, a nice little float serve there, gets it to the center, a middle hit. Good attempt to save. Athan gets it over again, but out without a touch. Tried to just tip it over, did Hodges, and it just off the block, no touch. So 11-5 in the side out. And into the net on the serve. Nothing good can come of that. Hannah Slater, one attempt, right into the net. And now you've got freshman Lene Green. If she's not 6 foot, she's very close. And she's had a very good first set. Good serve to the libero, kind of ate her up again, out of system. And the libero gets it over, back to Athan, tight set. And Hodges has to just set it over. Again, out of system. Denison-Schleswig, they're running around. Shenandoah doing much better of getting that first pass to the setter. Nice kill attempt, and down this time by Brune. Brune finally gets one for the Monarchs. That was a nice little rally. That's our biggest rally of the game. Denison-Schleswig just kind of needs to settle down a little bit. They're running around. They're not. That first pass has been a problem for Denison-Schleswig. Serve that time was put in there, and you got a nice kill attempt on the right side, and we got to get it over on just a free ball. Black gets it to the setter. Athan passes it up, and another free ball back and forth as Lene Green just sends it over. Nice kill attempt this time. The in system gets a good set, and the senior Sonicson knocks it in. It's still a 5-point game. 12-7 right now is the score. If Denison-Schleswig can stay close, the senior leadership, the junior leadership, you'd like to think that they can close the gap a little bit. But there's a little bit of a shank, a little miscommunication maybe between the freshmen, Lene Green and Ashlyn Hodges there, as there's an ace serve for Kaylee Baker, who came in as a substitute. Serving here for the Lady Monarchs. Another nice little float serve. Hodges gets it up to Athan. Athan to the outside. Nice block and out of bounds, though. So we're going to get a kill for the senior Cassidy Morris. So the senior gets on the board with her first kill. Nice job. Again, a good block just right off the side of the block. And that's a point for the Phillies. Another substitution as Berdorf comes out. It's going to bring in, I don't have her in my program number-wise, but it's Aaliyah Parker. She's coming in to serve. Nice lefty serve. Gets it to the setter, and it looked like a back row attempt there, but maybe those officials know more than I do, but it looked like it might have been over that 3-foot line there. Nevertheless, 13-9 is the score, and Sonicson back to serve, and that is long. So another long serve for the Lady Monarchs, as they've had their troubles at the service line. That's 3 service errors in this first set for the Lady Monarchs. We had a stoppage of play here. Looks like they weren't quite ready for play there. They were making a substitution where the Phillies, as Kate Lance was trying to come onto the game, and they didn't. They didn't give the freshman Ashlyn Hodges the green light to go. When you're a freshman and you're playing in your first varsity set of your career, you might get a little antsy. So now we're ready to play. Hodges back to serve again, this time right off the tape. Gets it to your setter, and then the kill attempt, and down by Leinen. The sophomore she was a setter, really kind of playing setter at the beginning of the game, but they've shifted her to an outside hitter, and Kaylee Baker has been doing the setting for the Monarchs. So 14-10 is the score, and your libero, Wiggis, is into the game. And that was a heck of a serve. Ate her up. They're calling a lift on Cassidy Morris there. That serve ate up Lene Green there in the middle in the back row. Tough serve. Wiggis did a good job of putting some steam on that one. So 14-11. And right into the net again, the fourth service error for the Lady Monarchs. You take away those 4 points, we got a tie ball game. And, it's 15-11. Those 4 service errors matter. Back to serve for your Phillies is sophomore Macy Macy Finley rather. Said that twice already. I'll get it cleaned up. Macy Finley, sophomore libero. Pass gets over to your setter for the Lady Monarchs. Finley makes a great diving stop, and then we just got to get it over, as that's exactly what Green does. And Sonicson gets it over. There's your little miscommunication. Have to play free ball back and forth. Baker gets the set up, and Slater hits it out of bounds, but there was a touch on the block. So it's 15-12. Lady Monarchs down by just 3, with Claire Leinen, the sophomore, back to serve. Gets a serve over to Lance, and Green hits it over. Nice pass to the setter by the Lady Monarchs, and just right off the side of her hand, as Langenfeld didn't get a good shot on it. Just goes right off the side of her hand and into the net. Side out to the Phillies. 16-12 is your score. We're more than halfway through this first set of the 2021 season. As looks like Athen's back in. Hopefully she's got some more of that serve magic in her from earlier in the set. She gets another nice set. Good job by the libero for the Lady Monarchs. Boy, this nice little rally. Just couldn't get it over. A little miscommunication at the line for the Lady Monarchs. And the Phillies get that side out. It was a tough serve, and then a very good job by Wiggis to even play it, and then they got it over. Just a little miscommunication for the Lady Monarchs. They've had some trouble with that. Actually, both teams really. And a tight pass to the net. Wiggis struggled on that. I don't know if Athen's serve has got some English that they're just not used to, but her serves are eating them up right now. Timeout again by the Monarchs, and we'll take one with them. 18-12 is your score. We'll be back here in about
This very moment, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon is on his way to a newly remodeled surgical suite where he'll scrub up and dress into infection-free equipment and begin a surgery to give his patient a replacement knee. With the help of a knowledgeable staff and the latest technology, he'll give this man hope for a normal life again without walking in pain. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
Sorensen Auto Plaza, Southwest Iowa's #1 provider of used vehicles. New inventory alert, a 2011 Cadillac SRX Premium with all-wheel drive, super clean leather interior, 106,000 miles and more. You can buy here and pay here. Sorensen Auto Plaza is the bank. Get fast, easy financing. Buy with peace of mind. Stop by Sorensen Auto Plaza in Shenandoah today.
Welcome back in. They started play a little bit early. We've had a nice little volley, and they get tight to the net. Tight to the net for the Monarchs. That's about the third or fourth time in this first set where they've really passed it tight to the net. Not a lot you can do if you're Hannah Slater with the big block of Lene Green and Jenna Burdorf in the middle there. So Athen serving again, and another nice serve. Nice set there to the outside. The little tip over. Back row attack, and it looked like a push there, like a lift, and that's exactly what they called Macy Finley. Maybe not the best set choice as of setting your libero in the back row, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Nevertheless, it's 19-13 as our Doug Meyer Chevrolet scoreboard tells the story there, and good serve that time by Fink. She had a nice run earlier in the game. She doesn't get that nice run this time, as Kate Lance knocked it through for the side out. So 20-13 is the score. Brooklyn Black comes in to serve for the Phillies, up by 7. 5 to go to claim the first set of the season. Nice serve, gets it to the center. Good hit by Nemitz. Not much you can do on that one. Nemitz hit her pretty hard. Didn't get off the ground. It wasn't the best set in the world. Didn't get off the ground very much, but hit it hard. And you hit the high hands. As back to serve now is Hannah Slater, the senior. Hits her right to the libero, Finley. Good set to the outside and down. Beautiful set in there by Ethan. And then freshman to freshman, Ashlyn Hodges takes her down 21-14. Another freshman, Lene Green, in to serve for the Phillies. Good serve down low. Good pick up by Fink. Outside hitter. That would have been Sonicson. And she, again, a little tight to the net. But she just mishit it. And you get the point. And a continued serve for Lene Green. 22-14. The serve is over. Setter misplays. Wasn't the best pass. That perfect pass, as they talk about in volleyball, I wouldn't say it was exactly a perfect pass. Setter had to run a ways for it, but just couldn't make the play. Lene Green back again. Nice serve, right tight to the net. And the kill is down. Sonicson, I don't know for sure if that one wasn't a push, but they didn't call it, so it's not a push. 23-15, serve to the Lady Monarchs. It's going to be Kaylee Baker, who came on to be the setter here earlier in the game. She's back into serve. Pass to Black. A little off from 8th, and the back row shot from Hodges. And it's back over to Sonicson, who hits it out of bounds. No touch. And we have set point here, 24-15. Oh, did they give him a touch? Excuse me, they're just rolling the ball back and forth. Looks like the call. There we go. So it's going to be Phillies serve. Phillies serve 24-15. Set point. It's going to be Aaliyah Parker coming on. Parker coming on to try to finish the first set. Nice pass to the center this time, but the middle hit just off. Brune couldn't quite get it. The timing wasn't there, and the Phillies, the young Phillies, take the first set kind of a dominant fashion here. 25-15. Wonderful start to the season for the Phillies. See if we can continue it and get this first W of the season. We'll be back for set 2 in just a few minutes.
This very moment, a board-certified general surgeon will be leading her team in the removal of her patient's gallbladder. In this newly remodeled surgical suite, she'll use the latest technology and small laparoscopic incisions for a quicker recovery time. In a couple of weeks, the patient will have a pain-free and normal life again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
This very moment, a board-certified surgeon specializing in female pelvic medicine and reconstructive surgery is scrubbing up in a newly remodeled surgical center full of the latest technology to give a woman a chance to take back control over her body. It will take less than an hour. There will be minimal recovery time, and afterwards, she'll start to feel normal again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission. Welcome back into Shenandoah High School Gymnasium at Rexroth Court.
the Shenandoah Phillies up in the first match of the season, 1-0. And who else would you rather have start the second set serving than Athan? And she gets another ace. Very impressive right now to start the season for Athan. I mean, really, all three freshmen and the entire group, they've played very well, a lot less out of system than the more veteran Denison-Schleswig team. They just seem more crisp early on. Another out-of-system situation, a free ball, nice set to the middle and down. The little tip over by Lene Green. Nice set into the middle. Athan's doing a good job of when she's making those sets, getting those sets to her hitters. She's giving them time. She's putting some air under those sets. It gives them time to gather themselves and come up and make a nice play. Athan, again, just tough serving. I said it at the beginning after her 5 or 6-0 run on her own. If she serves like this all year, we're going to be just fine. We found something here with number 19 in maroon and white. As Athan serves again, and again, it's a tight pass, and it gets over out of system. Pass to the setter, tight, and a little volley for the ball. And it looks like they're going to call in the net there on Athan. So the side out turns the serve over to the Lady Monarchs as Fink comes in to serve the first attempt of the second set for the Lady Monarchs. Good serve. Lene Green, nice pass to your setter, Athan, and a nice hit by Burdorf, but a good dig over there by Wiggis. Finley gets to Athan. Athan to Green, the timing wasn't quite there, so you didn't have the killer hit. It looked like a push by Sonicson, but there's no call. They don't call that as much or as the way they used to back when I was in school. I never played volleyball, but seemed to call that as a carry or a push a little more back in the day than they do now. The last serve by Fink goes out of bounds. Good communication in the back row by the Phillies. Gets the side out, and the serve goes to the Phillies. Lance comes out. Black comes in. 4-2 is the score in set 2. As Brooklyn Black, who served it well in the first, goes at it again here in the second. The serve to Wiggis. And that's the best set and attack by the middle for Denison-Schleswig the whole match. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. Burdorf made a heck of a play. Nice little volley back and forth by both teams. Burdorf made a heck of a play, just landed out. So the point goes to the Lady Monarchs, and Slater's serving for the Lady Monarchs. Black gets it over to Athan, who gets it to Hodges, who hammers it home. Good save by Slater on the dig. Out of system, a little one-handed tip. The ball's still alive. Athan sends it over. Nemitz hits it to the middle, and it's out of bounds as Brune couldn't get it down. Nice again, back and forth. The second set seems to be a little more back and forth, getting a few more rallies back and forth between the two sides. The sets are becoming a little more crisp from both sides, and the hits are becoming a little more crisp. An ace serve for the Phillies. That was Lene Green back there this time, so doubling up the Lady Monarchs, 6-3 early here in the second set. Green with the serve right into no man's land. The middle set gets it to Burdorf, who sets it over to Hodges. She just sets it over. Wiggis on the second hit. A little bit of a lucky shot there by Sonicson, but it counts. Wasn't the most firm tip in the world, but it counts. It just fell right into that Bermuda Triangle there in the middle of the court, and it counts. Kaylee Baker checks in to serve. She did a good job in the first set coming off the bench as kind of your number 2 setter and serving. We'll see what Burdorf does here on the nice set by Athan. A little roll shot to the back row. Big hit that time, and it's going to be a double, a lift. A lift is what they call. That was the best hit by Sonicson for this entire match. She got some elevation. The timing was good, and she hammered it home. 1-point game here in Shenandoah, and an ace serve from Baker. So the sophomore coming off the bench and she's earning her playing time here so far early in the second set. All tied up, second set. Hodges gets it to Athan. Athan back row attack to Green. And the Lady Monarchs, nice middle right there. That was Brune picking them up and putting them down quick. That middle attack happens quick, and when it's done right, it's pretty, and it's hard to stop. So the Lady Monarchs take their first lead of the night, 7-6. We'll see how the Phillies respond. Burdorf hits one on the right side there. It's a free ball over from Green. Athan gets it, middle attack, and into the net. Cassidy Morris on the kill attempt. So 8-6 is the score. Nice little run here for the Lady Monarchs as they try to even up the night at one set apiece. Athan gets a set tight to the net, a little outside, and nothing Morris could do there. So it's 9-6, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor. First timeout of 2021 for Tony Comstock and the Phillies. We'll take a timeout with them. 9-6, Lady Monarchs.
Inch of your body puts pressure on one place, your feet. So give your feet everything they could ask for by walking in to Brown Shoe Fit Shenandoah. Shoes for every occasion, boots for any situation, and above all, the right fit for you. After all, Brown Shoe Fit has been fitting feet for over 100 years. The only downside, so many shoes to choose from and only 2 feet. Great service, great selection, a great fit every time at Brown Shoe Fit, downtown Shenandoah.
Welcome back to Shenandoah High School, Rex Roth Court. The Doug Meyer Chevrolet scoreboard lets you know we're in set 2. It is 9-6. Denison-Schleswig Lady Monarchs. A nice little serving run here by Kaylee Baker as she's set to go again. Hodges gets the pass over to Athan, and the kill is down by Cassidy Morris. Nice job. Good pass, kind of that perfect pass that we had mentioned before in the broadcast. Perfect pass to Athan. She didn't have to move. Gets a beautiful set to Morris, and Morris brings the hammer down as the Phillies get the side out that they needed, and Parker comes in to serve it away for the Phillies. Good pass this time. Another middle attack, but this time just a bit long. They're starting to get the middle attack going, or the Lady Monarchs. The setters in a little bit better rhythm right now with their middle hitter, Brune. So we'll see if that continues as the game goes on, but it's looking better for the Lady Monarchs in that respect. Another tight pass, and that thing's not getting over. That's 4 hits. Very well used timeout by Coach Comstock. It was 9-6 at the timeout. You get the side out and 2 points right away on the serve. You're 9-9 all tied up. And Parker serves it away again. Nice little float serve. That's tough. Nice play in there by, it looked like Slater on the dive. And that's out of bounds. Good effort. Good communication over there, too. It's been a much better set as far as competitiveness. Not as many service errors for really either side. Shenandoah didn't have any service errors that I can recall in the first set. But Denison-Schleswig had a bunch. Nice back set there by Parker, and a little tip over, and the free ball over by Sonicson. Gets it back to Parker in the middle, who gets it to Hodges. Nice block, the double block over there by the Lady Monarchs. But in for the kill is Genevieve Jones, just entered the game. Genevieve Jones hammers it down. That's another freshman into the game. So by my count, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 freshmen in the rotation early on in the year for Tony Comstock and the Phillies. Nice set, but a long kill attempt, and the point goes to the Phillies as they regain the lead in the back and forth set number 2. So Hodges back to serve for the second time. Nice serve to the libero Wiggis. A little bump set. Gets it to not your setter. That looked like a double hit, but they got away with it. Little middle hit again. That's a much better job, that time by Hodges, to attack that middle hit. Good dig there by Hodges, but the point goes to the Lady Monarchs. So we're tied up at 11. As the Doug Meyer Chevrolet scoreboard lets you know, Wiggis is back to serve, the libero for the Lady Monarchs. She gets a nice low serve, and just an overpass gives an opportunity for the quick score. And again, another overpass, and the battle at the net was won by the senior Langenfeld. So a couple overpasses there by Green, and it allows the Lady Monarchs to take advantage as they now take the 1-point lead. Wiggis with a nice serve to the back row, hits off the rafter. You probably couldn't see that on the broadcast, but it hit off the rafter a little bit. It might have led to a little bit of a bad pass, and then Lance couldn't handle it. So a little bit of a run here for the Lady Monarchs. They regain the lead. It's 13-11, and Wiggis is back to serve yet again. Nice serve. Green gets it. Parker, nice job running to get it to save the point there. A little tip. And Parker's got to get it over on the third. A little out of system there. Nice middle attack again as Slater put it down. And Genevieve Jones with the crafty lefty trying to sneak a point out on the second hit there. Jones sets it over to Lance, who tips it over. And a nice volley back and forth. And the third one's got to get over, and it does by Cassidy Morris. You can hear the crowd really giving it to these Phillies and Lady Monarchs for the effort. Genevieve Jones again with the kill attempt. And the shot by Langenfeld is off of Langenfeld, and the long rally goes to the Phillies. The block happened. It went right off of Langenfeld's left arm, and that nice rally pays off for this young Phillies team. They are very, very young. I know we talked about on the broadcast on Friday night with the football team how young they were. This is a very, very young Shenandoah Phillies volleyball team, so the best is yet to come for these girls and their coaching staff. But they are playing very well in their first opportunity of 2021 as they just tied the score with an ace serve by Macy Finley. So 13 apiece. We're halfway through essentially the second set, and we're pretty much right where we started, all even up as Finley's back for her second serve here in this little rally. And Wiggis gets the pass to your setter. A little middle attack again, but this time just a tip over. Parker gets it to Jones. Jones gets it right into the middle back, and that's going to count. It wasn't the hardest kill attempt in the world, but it's good placement. There was nobody back there for the Lady Monarchs. So the Phillies regain the lead in a back and forth second set. Timeout on the floor. The Lady Monarchs want to talk it over. We got a good one brewing here in Shenandoah. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Corporation in Shenandoah is growing. Pella is a family-owned company and has a strong heritage that started in 1925. Pella offers a strong benefit package, competitive wages, quarterly bonuses, profit sharing, and more. Pella has a decreased overtime schedule. You'll never work on Sundays, and you will have at least 2 Saturdays off each month to spend more time with your family. Go to careers.pella.com to see what jobs are available and apply today. Experience is not necessary, as Pella will provide training. Pella is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. All you Philly fans watching the game on our Fuller Digital Solutions free YouTube broadcast. This is the second broadcast that we've done through Fuller Digital Solutions. It's been a wonderful experience for myself personally. I think it's been a good experience for the viewers watching at home. If you can't make it to the game, or like tomorrow when we're playing a football game an hour and a half away, it's an opportunity for you to still watch your hometown team. So Macy Finley serving again after the timeout, gets it right to the libero Wiggis. And then another middle attack. They're really trying to use that middle, as Langenfeld was there that time, as the free ball gets over. And we're back to that middle attack, and it goes down, and it's in. Hannah Slater with the tip ties the game up at 14, so a good use of the timeout over there by Coach Mick for Denison-Schleswig, just like Coach Comstock had earlier in the match when it was 9-6, stopping a little bit of a run. And that's just what the Lady Monarchs did there. Stop the run from the Phillies. Good back row attack there by Ashlyn Hodges, and just miscommunication by the Lady Monarchs. There's 3 3 Lady Monarchs there in purple and gold, and nobody was talking. So there's your point and the side out. And Jenna Burdorf back in for Parker, as she'll take over to play in the front row, and Athan will come in to serve, and that's tonight. That's been a very good thing for the Phillies. When Athan's back to serve, that usually means points. And she gets another good serve, forcing a bad pass to get him out of system. Lance with a shot, but a nice return, but the overpass gives an opportunity again for the Phillies to score. Getting out of system, both teams. Slater with a little tip, but a hard tip, kind of a push shot. Not much Hodges could do there. Gave it a good effort, but the side out, good placement there by the senior Slater to get the side out. We're all knotted up at 15. If there were jitters in the first set, Shenandoah certainly did not have them, and it surprises me that kind of looked like the Lady Monarchs had those jitters, being as junior and senior laden as they were. But the second set has been much more competitive as far as the game goes. Nice tip attempt by Lance, and then we get it over on the second hit. Athan to Finley to Burdorf, and just a little tip over, and Slater tries to hammer it down early. Athan gets it out to Lance to the outside, but just out of bounds. And Denison-Schleswig regains the lead, 16-15. So the serve right now, it's Taryn Fink, and she's been kind of the server ace for the Lady Monarchs, much like Athan has been for the Phillies. Free ball over for the Lady Monarchs. Set to the right side, and it just didn't look like Shenandoah was ready for that, as Nimitz hits it right where nobody was. It looked like Shenandoah was prepared for that middle hit. The set comes to the outside, to the right side of the offense there for the Lady Monarchs, and you get the kill. So nice little change up there for the Lady Monarchs. Middle set, but it looked like Athan was in the net. So we're going to get another point, and continuing on this run for the Lady Monarchs. Fink with the serve, but out of bounds. So another self-inflicted wound there at the service line for the Lady Monarchs. Shenandoah has been significantly better, at least to this point in the match, at the service line with as far as errors go. Unforced errors. Brooklyn Black comes in. Nice serve again. Wiggis with a good pass to your setter. That's Leinen. And nice hit by Sonicson. Not much you can do over there if you're Hodges. It's just a good hit, good kill, and a side out, and 19-16 is your score in the second set. Slater, the senior, back to serve. Gets it to Finley, who sets it up to Athan. A good pass, but Burdorf just hit it right into the net. Timing was good. It just kind of looked like it hit off the bottom of her hand there. Good pass from Finley. Good set. And a good approach. It just looked like she just mishit it. Slater gets it back again. Not a great pass, but it worked. Athan did a good job of hustling over. Hodges made a good kill attempt. And Sonicson knocks it down off the block and then off of Athan out of bounds. 21-16 is your score here in the second set. Shenandoah takes their second and final timeout of this second set, and we'll take it right alongside them. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
This very moment, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon is on his way to a newly remodeled surgical suite where he'll scrub up and dress into infection-free equipment and begin a surgery to give his patient a replacement knee. With the help of a knowledgeable staff and the latest technology, he'll give this man hope for a normal life again without walking in pain. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
Welcome back into Shenandoah High School Gymnasium and Rex Roth Court. Little set reset, 21 for Denison-Schleswig, 16 for Shenandoah on the Doug Myers Chevrolet scoreboard. The Phillies just took their final timeout of this second set. So they're all out of timeouts here in the second set. The Lady Monarchs still have one. 4 points away from the set 2 win are the Lady Monarchs. For the Phillies, we hoping to get a side out here and play a little catch-up. The serve will go back to Slater. She was the one serving prior to the timeout, so obviously she's the one that's going to continue to serve. Denny Perry, the top official, whistles us into play as Black gets it to Athan, and a nice quick set to Lene Green as we get the much-needed side out to make it possible here, or a little more possible, to sneak back into this game and try to steal one here in the second set. Lene Green, the freshman who just had the kill, back to serve, gets it back to the center. The middle attack has been much better in this second set than in the first set. The first set, Brune did not seem like good timing with Leinen, their setter, and it just wasn't working for him. And in this second set, that's a third or fourth time that Brune has been able to put the hammer down in the middle on that quick middle set. Athan gets the set, got the set over to Morris, but it's a little behind her, little bit wonky there, but it results in the hit into the net. So you're 2 points away here as the serve comes down from Kaylee Baker. Baker got a good serve, but a nice pass, set, and kill. And Jenna Burdorf gets the kill, 23-18. And Burdorf, after getting the kill, comes out. Parker's going to come in to serve for her, and she will now be the setter, looks like, as we go, because Athan just got subbed out for, looks like, Kate Lance. So Parker into the net on the serve, and that's, as far as I can remember, I'm not charting the stats, perhaps I should, but as far as I can remember, that's the first service error that we've had in either of the first two sets. That puts up a set point for the Lady Monarchs. Black gets it to Parker. The back set to Hodges, and the kill is down. Off the dig attempt from Wiggis, and Shenandoah is still alive, 24-19. With Hodges, the freshman, back to serve for the Phillies. Gets the serve over, the pass to the setter, Baker, and now we're second passes to your libero, Finley, and the kill is down. So 2 consecutive points. We're down only by 4 now. Finley did a good job of setting up her hitter Lance on the left side, and Lance did a good job of putting it down right in that Bermuda triangle in the middle. Good serve by Hodges. No communication there. The setter's got to come and get that ball for the Lady Monarchs. All your hitters are getting in position. Your setter's got to be able to do that, and that was Baker. You know, perhaps when Baker comes in, you get a little miscommunication because Leinen's typically the setter. But this time you get a better pass, a better kill attempt, and a nice save, but the third hit can't get over. And the second set of the night is going to the Monarchs. So 25-21 in the second set. We're all square at 1 set apiece. Going to the third set here in Shenandoah. We'll be back here in just a little bit.
Sorensen Auto Plaza, Southwest Iowa's #1 provider of used vehicles. New inventory alert, a 2011 Cadillac SRX Premium with all-wheel drive, super clean leather interior, 106,000 miles and more. You can buy here and pay here. Sorensen Auto Plaza is the bank. Get fast, easy financing. Buy with peace of mind. Stop by Sorensen Auto Plaza in Shenandoah today.
This very moment, a board-certified general surgeon will be leading her team in the removal of her patient's gallbladder. In this newly remodeled surgical suite, she'll use the latest technology and small laparoscopic incisions for a quicker recovery time. In a couple of weeks, the patient will have a pain-free and normal life again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too for future employment. No experience necessary. We will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook. Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too for future employment. No experience necessary. We will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Welcome back into set 3 here at Shenandoah at Rexroth Court. It's 1 set apiece. The Phillies took the first set by 10. Really, the Lady Monarchs looked, they were out of system the whole match. They had a lot of service errors. And the Phillies took advantage because they didn't make those mistakes, and they were able to capitalize and go on a couple nice scoring runs. The Lady Monarchs played much better in the second set, and it was a back-and-forth set that they took by 4 as we get started here in the third, and we get started with an ace by Claire Linen. So the ace serve for the Denison setter / hitter, because she'll come in and when Baker comes in, she'll come in and she'll hit. Nice pass to the middle and a big hit by Lance. And nothing you can do about that. She laid the hammer down on that one, and it's 1 apiece. Big hit by Kate Lance. The junior middle hitter, right side hitter. She did a heck of a job there. And Athen's back to serve. They've had trouble picking up the serve, but this time, good pass. And out of system, we got to make an attempt to get her over. We do. Denison scrambling, gets to the setter. Good kill attempt, but in the net, and it was down anyways. Langenfeld's had some good hits here in the second and now third set. She's had a couple of good shots. Her and Sonicson and her, the 2 seniors, the 2 captains, have done a good job of kind of regrouping after the first set, which was tough. A little bit of an overpass by Green. That's about the 3rd or 4th time that's happened today. Nice little tip by Burdorf. Keep him off balance. Slater in the middle, off of the net, not the block. Off of the net, then Burdorf made the attempt, and it goes out of bounds. So 3-1 is the score. Looks like Taryn Fink back to serve. She's done a good job back there all night for the Lady Monarchs. A middle set. Lene Green behind her a little bit. And Sonicson with the shot on the left side, and it goes into the net. So side out for Shenandoah. And the Phillies have an opportunity to tie the game early in set 3. Brooklyn Black comes in to serve for Kate Lance. Black's done a good job of serving and playing in the back row here as a defensive specialist in this entire game so far. She gets a nice serve, but a good pass, good set, and a nice kill in there by the senior, Anna Slater. So it's 4-2, side out very quickly. Service back to the Lady Monarchs. I think Hannah Slater wanted to serve again because it's her turn. And as far as the rotation goes, and Slater gets a good serve off. And it's off a little bit on the receive by Finley, so we got to just have a free ball over, but it counts. The free ball over by Green. And again, kind of a no man's land right there in that Bermuda Triangle. The communication issue rearing its ugly head again for the Lady Monarchs. And Lene Green gets a little float serve over. Linen with a good set to the middle, and Brune knocks it down. And that's, that middle attack that was not there in the first set. It is shown up big in the second set, and now here early in the third set for the Lady Monarchs. Checking back in to serve is Kaylee Baker, the sophomore setter. She'll take over the setting duties here while she's in. And she gets a nice serve. Black with the pass a little bit off, but still gets the The bump over to Burdorf. Again, it's back over to Shenandoah. Finley over to Hodges. And again, there's some communication issues, so a free ball over. Black gets it to the setter on a nice pass. Hodges off the block and down. Nice little rally back and forth against just some kind of, I don't want to say sloppy volleyball, but just kind of girls in places they're not supposed to be type of deal. Two people where one's supposed to be. So you're getting some communication issues really on both sides. And what do you expect for the Phillies? It's their first game, and they're very young, but they're hanging right in there, tied at a set apiece as Parker gets one away, and it's a tough serve as Brune has to just pass it over. Free ball over. Parker gets it to Hodges, and there's nobody back there. Nice bump set over to Hodges on this left side here, this near side. And she's got a good right arm, and she's going to lay it down. So we're all square at 5, and Parker set to serve again. And another nice serve deep, set to the outside, and it's a two-hitter as your setter / outside hitter, Claire Leinen, gets the kill. So we're back to a 6-5 one-point ball game with the Lady Monarchs in the lead as Sonicson serves it away. Black gets it to Parker. The back set and down. Now on the right side is Hodges, and she's kind of all over the place. Parker's got a sweet little back set, and we're taking advantage of that. It looks like the Lady Monarchs are having some success in the middle. We're having success here early in this third set on the outside. Nice serve by Hodges, and it just has to get over as a free ball as Lady Monarch saved it. Lance hammers this one down. Parker with a good set, and Lance hammered it home. 7-6 as the Phillies regain the lead. Much like the second set, back and forth. Very competitive matchup here since we got through with that first set. Nice serve by Hodges. Wiggis takes care of it, but out of bounds on the kill attempt by Langenfeld. So a little bit of a run here for the Phillies, trying to distance themselves here in set 3, up by just 2 early on. Hodges, a nice serve, nice and easy, gets it to your setter, and a middle attack again. Finley trying to save it, but nobody's home. That middle attack, it's so quick when it's run well, as Brune does a good job, and then the set by Baker was a little tight, a little bit of timing issue, but still good enough to get the job done, and it's an 8-7 lead at the moment. 1 point lead for the Phillies as Wiggis gets the serve, and looks like Jones has to just get it over on a free ball, and into the net, and Slater gets it over on a little bit of a scramble. But nobody in that back corner for the Phillies. They were drifting over a little bit. Nobody back there as we're all square. The senior, the crafty senior, Hannah Slater, knocks it home to tie the ball game up. Wiggis gets the serve. It's a deep serve, but a good job on the receive. Tight set, and looks like in the net is what they're going to call Cassidy Morris. So that gives the Monarchs the lead back 9-8. Both teams going on a couple mini 2-3 point runs here. It's been a fun third set as Wiggis again set to serve, and she goes into the net. It's been a while since the Lady Monarchs have had that service error, and they do here to tie the ball game back up at 9 apiece with Macy Finley, the sophomore libero, back to serve as we get a substitution back in. Looks like Lene Green's coming in for Cassidy Morris to play in the middle. So Finley set to serve, deep serve, and it's a little free ball over. Got to get it to the setter. Not a great pass by Lance, so it looks like your libero hammers it home. Macy Finley says, "Coach, put me in as an outside hitter. I'm 5'3", but I can jump." Nice play in there by the libero. And we're at 10-9. Shenandoah up by a point as Finley still back to serve for the Phillies. Nice little jump serve. That's a hard serve, line drive, as we get a little free ball over by Slater, and that just barely got over the net. And nobody home on the short, quick middle, set in the middle. Lene Green hammers it home. It was a little discombobulated there. They weren't quite sure where they were going, but Green able to make the adjustment. It was a good set by Parker, so you get to score and you get a little three-point run. Nice little jump serve again, and she's got a hard serve as Slater tries to roll shot it over, and a tight to the net, but it drops. Parker did a good job of taking that pass that was tight to the net and just kind of dunking it over and gets the point. As Denison-Schleswig takes a timeout, first of the third set, 9-12. As the Doug Meyer Chevrolet scoreboard shows that, we'll be back in 30 seconds.
This very moment, a board-certified surgeon specializing in female pelvic medicine and reconstructive surgery is scrubbing up in a newly remodeled surgical center full of the latest technology to give a woman a chance to take back control over her body. It will take less than an hour. There will be minimal recovery time, and afterwards, she'll start to feel normal again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
Welcome back to Shenandoah High School at Rex Roth Court. Doug Meyer Chevrolet scoreboard showing you that it's a 12-9 lead for the Phillies in the third set. The timeout by the Lady Monarchs was just taken to stop a 3-0 run by Macy Finley and her Phillies. As she's back to serve, and another wonderful serve. That serve had a little drop on it at the end. I don't know if you could see it on the film when you're watching it on TV, but watching it here right at the end, it just kind of dropped. And nothing Wiggis could do there, right off the side of the arm and out of bounds. Finley's having a good little run here. She gets the serve in and to the setter, little tip, and nobody home. Langenfeld with a little tip. Needed that. They needed the side out. Shenandoah had gone on a 4-0 run there, and Langenfeld was able to kill the rally, and it's still just a 3-point game. And an ace serve by Leinen to cut it down to a 2-point game. So we're about halfway through here on this third set. 2-point game. This has been a heck of a game. Been a heck of a game since that first set. And out of bounds by Leinen on the serve. So a side out. That's the second service error for the Lady Monarchs in this third set. And it's a 3-point game. Again, take those away. Could be a different story, but Phillies aren't making those mistakes through the first 2.5 sets of this match. And Peyton Athan on again to serve for the Phillies. Nice serve. Good pass up to the setter and tight to the net. Slater couldn't get it over. Nobody was in the net. So the point goes to the Phillies, and Athan continues to serve, and she's been very solid all night. Really the whole lineup for the Phillies that have been back there serving have served very well, with just one service mistake that I am aware of, and maybe I missed one, but as far as I know, just the one. Leinen with a good quick set to the middle, and Slater gets it down, but Lance gets it down too, and that's going to be another point. It was, again, the timing off a little bit, but Lance just enough with the fingertips to get it over the block, kind of get it into no man's land. And we get the point, and it's 16-11, Shenandoah. Athan back to serve, a little jump serve. Wiggis makes the dig. That's over. That was over by Hodges there. Good play. Leinen keeps it in play. Finley to Athan. Back row attack by Hodges. Well, this is a nice back and forth here. Langenfeld hammers it home. That was a good back and forth, good rally. Good plays on both sides on that rally there, but the senior Langenfeld was able to win the battle, and it's 16-12 Phillies here in the third set. Back to serve for the Lady Monarchs is Fink. And Fink gets it to Hodges, who gets it to Eighth, and a back set, a little off on the timing there, but gets over, and Fink has to free ball it over. Green to Athan to Green, and a good block by Slater to keep that from being a point for the Phillies, because it was about to happen. Another block, but out of bounds, so Lance hits it off the block, and it goes out of bounds. Point to the Phillies. Lance has played well. She's been steady all game, all match. She's had a couple of real big swings. I personally like to see that. I love to see the big swings. Hodges has been swinging well. Green's been swinging well. Burdorf's been swinging well. She hasn't had as many attempts, but she's been swinging well. Nice tip over by Slater. And Hodges again with the big right arm and a good tip over by Slater, but we stay alive as Burdorf continues the rally. Oh, we had a lift. No, out of bounds. It hit off the net. 18-12 is the score. But just keeping the ball alive there from Jenna Burdorf gets you the point. That wasn't pretty, but it got the job done. 18-12, third set. Phillies up by 6. Timeout. Denison-Schleswig. Final timeout of the third set. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Inch of your body puts pressure on one place, your feet. So give your feet everything they could ask for by walking in to Brown Shoe Fit Shenandoah. Shoes for every occasion, boots for any situation, and above all, the right fit for you. After all, Brown Shoe Fit has been fitting feet for over 100 years. The only downside, so many shoes to choose from and only 2 feet. Great service, great selection, a great fit every time at Brown Shoe Fit, downtown Shenandoah.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to Shenandoah High School and Rex Roth Court. It is set 3. We are tied at 1 set apiece. 18-12 is the score. The Phillies up by 6 with the serve. Brooklyn back to serve for the Phillies. No timeouts left in this third set for the Lady Monarchs as Black is set to go. The referee is ready to go, and that's a deep serve. Deep serve by Black, so initially, timeout, well played. Lady Monarchs gets the side out quick, down by just 5 with still plenty of volleyball left to play here in the third set. Slater gets it over to Finley. Finley to Athan. Athan to Burdorf in the middle, off the block, and we're still playing. It's going to be a free ball over. It's going to be Hodges to Athan. Back row kill attempt by Finley, the libero. Nicely played by the Lady Monarchs, but a tight pass and 4 hits, and that's a point. So good rally, back and forth. Burdorf had a good kill attempt. Finley had a good kill attempt in the back row, and you get the point. So 6-point lead. Green back to serve. Gets it to the center line in and down. A little bit fortunate was Brune. It rolled right along the tape of the net, but Brune gets the kill. Nobody home for the Phillies on that front left side. I don't think you anticipate a kill going about a foot past the net all the way to the opposite side. So 19-14. Baker in to serve again for the Monarchs. Good hustle by Athan, but it looked like in the net again. Yeah, Morris was in the net there. That's a tough play. She was hustling in there. Athan was hustling over. Wasn't the perfect dig pass, but it was an opportunity. But it just got to be a little bit more under control, and we'll get there. We'll learn that. Still early. First game of the season for the Phillies. So 2 consecutive points here for Denison-Schleswig. 3-point game, 19-16, as Baker serves it again. A nice high float serve. Athan gets it to Morris, and it's down. Wonderful set and wonderful kill by Cassidy Morris, the senior, one of 2 seniors. You heard me right, just 2 seniors on the varsity roster for the Phillies. So a very young team. We've mentioned that before. I'll probably say it a lot during the course of the year. It's a very, very young team. Parker with a good serve. Out of system here. And Baker has to just get it over. Lance to Parker, back to Lance. Again, out of system. Making the Lady Monarchs work. And the Phillies continuing to stay in system. Lance trying to put it back down. Baker gets it to Sonnenston, and Green saves it. Parker gets to it. Hodges has to get it over. I don't know what happened there. Oh, no. Oh, no. They called 4 hits. I didn't see that. But they called that. It didn't look like 4 hits to me. But I've never played volleyball before, so the crowd doesn't like it. But we got to move on. It's 20-17, and the serve is over to Sonicson. Sonicson gets it to Black, who gets it over to Lance, and Morris gets it over on the free ball. Baker to the outside hitter, Langenfeld. Langenfeld gets it. Nice dig by Lene Green, the freshman. That's going to be a tough play. Baker makes it. Langenfeld gets it over. Good hustle by the Lady Monarchs. Baker tight to Parker, and it's out of bounds. The pass to Parker on that last exchange, just a little tight. So it's now a 2-point game. Shenandoah needing 5 to claim the third set. But the Lady Monarchs are right on their heels. Nice serve in there by Sonicson. And Baker, the tight middle attack. And Brune's not hitting them hard in this set. She's had a couple of just right off the fingertip hits. And fortunately for the Lady Monarchs, they're getting over. 1-point game, third set. Black gets it to Parker. Gets it to Lance on a free ball. Lady Monarchs get it from Baker to Leinen. Parker gets it off her fingertips, and at least an attempt here by Genevieve Jones. And Langenfeld off the block. Big block in there by Morris and Jones. Uh-oh. A little bit out of system here for the Phillies, but Morris saves it on the free ball. Baker gets it to Langenfeld again, and another nice play by Parker over the net by Hodges. Man, this is a great volley, folks. Good rally back and forth. And Morris wins the point for the Phillies. That was great back and forth. Great back and forth. Good volleyball from both sides. Langenfeld threw a couple haymakers, and the first one was blocked by Morris and Jones, and the second one was picked up on a nice dig by Parker to keep that point alive. And Hodges is back to serve. And another block. Jones and Morris getting her done. 22-19. No timeouts left for the Lady Monarchs. And Genevieve Jones is 6 foot tall, so it makes sense she can get up and get some blocks. Cassidy Morris, 5'8". She's got some hops. Nice play in there. Good serve by Hodges. A free ball over from Brune. Lene Green gets it to the setter, Parker, and Jones out and in. Great set. Back set, the outside hitter, Jones, the freshman, just rolls it over nicely. Just snapped the hand down. Only one Lady Monarch back in the back row to stop that, and she couldn't do it. Nice serve by Hodges. Ate her up, and it's a lift. Got a carry, and it's going to be set point for the Phillies. Hodges, another freshman. It was Athan in the first set. Hodges is taken over here in this third set. At the service line. Great serve. Black gets it, and it's in. Leinen, a good set from Baker, and Leinen put it down right cross court. Nice play. Good set, good kill. So opportunity to hang in the game as Wiggis, the libero, set to serve for the Lady Monarchs. Green looked a little confused there on the receive. But we get it over, does Morris. Langenfeld out of control a little bit and a little off balance, but saved by being in the net. The Phillies were, so point to the Lady Monarchs. Anybody's ball game right now. The Phillies need a side out, and they might get it, and they do. Another service error for the Monarchs. The service errors bit the Lady Monarchs in the first set, and it ended the third set. So the Phillies take set 1. Lady Monarchs set 2. Phillies come back and take another tight set 3. We'll go to set 4. Phillies up 2-1 in Shenandoah. We'll be back after these messages from our local sponsors.
Very moment, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon is on his way to a newly remodeled surgical suite where he'll scrub up and dress into infection-free equipment and begin a surgery to give his patient a replacement knee. With the help of a knowledgeable staff and the latest technology, he'll give this man hope for a normal life again without walking in pain. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
Sorensen Auto Plaza, Southwest Iowa's #1 provider of used vehicles. New inventory alert, a 2011 Cadillac SRX Premium with all-wheel drive, super clean leather interior, 106,000 miles and more. You can buy here and pay here. Sorensen Auto Plaza is the bank. Get fast, easy financing. Buy with peace of mind. Stop by Sorensen Auto Plaza in Shenandoah today.
This very moment, a board-certified general surgeon will be leading her team in the removal of her patient's gallbladder. In this newly remodeled surgical suite, she'll use the latest technology and small laparoscopic incisions for a quicker recovery time. In a couple of weeks, the patient will have a pain-free and normal life again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
Welcome back into Shenandoah High School, the Rex Roth Court. The Phillies up 2-1 here as we are about to get set to start set number 4. There's a little less than a minute on the clock in between the sets here. The Lady Monarchs still in the huddle. Phillies just waiting there on the court. The Phillies will get served first here in set 4. One thing I did want to bring up real quick before we get going, I did have somebody ask me about all the commercials that we're seeing and these local sponsors. Folks, if you have a business or if you work at a business that would like to sponsor, talk to Mr. Weinrich at the school, and he can get you contact information with the folks that do the commercials. They'll come down and shoot them for you. Fuller Digital Solutions, they do a great job. Make it easy for you, and you're set for the full school year, fall, winter, and summer sports. It's a one-time payment if you want to make it happen, and it helps support your school, helps support your athletic teams, and we're away here in set number 4 as Ethan gets the set over to Wiggis. She gets it to Langenfeld, and Green and Langenfeld kind of going back and forth, and the freshman wins the battle 1-0 early here in set 4. Ethan, nice serve, nice set by Leinen, but the middle is just not, the timing's not there, and Lance gets the kill in between the front and the back row, right into that Bermuda Triangle. It's 2-0 Phillies early here in set number 4. Could be the decisive set of the match if the Phillies can hang on and take the set. Ethan, nice serve, Wiggis gets it to Langenfeld, who got it over to Nemitz, and we haven't called Nemitz's name much here as this game has gone on, so maybe they'll get her a little more involved here in set number 4. It's been mostly Slater and Brune, Langenfeld, and Sonicson as the ones that are getting the kill attempts, but maybe Nemitz will get into the action. Nice middle set, and nobody home. Tough play there by Nemitz. Couldn't do much with it. That's a tip and a kill for Lene Green, wise beyond her years on that little tip over the block. Brooklyn Black checks back in for the Phillies. 3-1 the score early in set 4. Brooklyn Black gets it over, and it's over to Fink, who gets it to Slater, who just pushes it over. Finley on hit 2 gets it to Hodges, and man, she's got a rocket for an arm. Slater dumps it on the first hit attempt, and that looked like a lift, push, carry, whatever they're going to call it, but that's what they called, and Finley knew it right away. She put her head down and kind of smirked and smiled. The 3-2 is the score, side out, and it looks like it's going to be Slater back there, the senior, and she's had a good match. She's had a very good match for the Lady Monarchs. Nice slide, and we haven't seen that much from the Phillies tonight. You'll see that slide a little bit more. I don't want to say sophisticated offenses, as that was a boom shot by Hodges. Yeah, that was a boom. Big set, big kill by the freshman. But that little slide there from Burdorf, we haven't seen that much. You'll see it a little bit more, maybe like with sophisticated offenses or offenses that are a little more comfortable. And you wouldn't think there'd be a lot of comfort with a bunch of freshmen out there, and freshmen and sophomores. But but they did it, and it looked good, just missed it, and then Hodges got the kill on the back end. We had the side out there, 4-3 is the score. Serving are the Lady Monarchs as Kaylee Baker's back. She'll be the setter now for the Lady Monarchs. Hodges gets it to Athan, tight to the net, and then Burdorf was in the net. Tough for Burdorf there. It was a tight pass into the net on a back set. That's tough. You're doing it blind, and Burdorf just was a little too tight to the net there as Baker gets her serve in, nice and easy, and another back set, this much better, but a nice save by Wiggis, who gets it over to Leinen, and off the backboard and down. Athan kind of got ate up a little bit there. She kind of alligator-armed the receive, and it went straight up and back, and it kind of kicked off the side of the backboard. You can't see that on the video, but that's what forced that ball to go up and be errant and go down. Cassidy Morris, nice kill attempt, good attack, and we got to get her over if you're the Lady Monarchs. They do overpass, but Brune couldn't make the Phillies pay, and the Phillies fortunate to get the side out there. Brune her timing's been off most of this match. She's had plenty of kills just with that middle attack that they've had some success with, but her timing's been off, and on that overpass, it was definitely off there. Parker back in the game to serve for the Phillies. Nice deep serve. Baker gets it to the outside, and Leinen couldn't do anything with it as it goes into the net, and it's 6-5. Shenandoah. Parker back to serve again. Again, 6-5. The crafty lefty in Parker back to serve. We got a couple lefties on this Phillies team. Brune again tries to just dink it over, and Genevieve Jones, another crafty lefty, and they get it over, do the Monarchs, but Brune can't keep it in. It's out of bounds. 7-5. Phillies with a nice 2-point run here after the side out, as they've taken a small lead here early in set number 4. Parker gets a serve over to Wiggis. Wiggis gets it to Baker. Baker does a good job. Leinen just trying to tip it over. And, I mean, Hodges laid the boomstick out on that one, but right into the block. Good block by the Lady Monarchs as they force the side out. And it's 7-6. Some of these kids for the Phillies, they're not tentative, and I like to see that. I think as Phillies fans, if you're here watching or if you're watching at home, you're starting to see these kids really wind up and let it fly, and that's exciting to see. Into the tip, and nothing we can do about it. Genevieve Jones was outdueled by the senior Langenfeld. It's now a tie score, 7 apiece in the 4th set. Sophie Sonicson gets the serve in. It's a tight serve, and it's going to end up being an ace there. And it's an 8-7 lead. The game's going back and forth. This set back and forth. Set 3 was back and forth. Set 2 was back and forth. Kind of the outlier was set 1 when the Lady Monarchs just couldn't get their serves in. I mean, they had 5 or 6 service errors in that first set, and they just couldn't capitalize on any mistakes. No block, no tip. Langenfeld out of bounds. We're all square again at 8 apiece here in set number 4. The block was there, but Langenfeld tried to hit high hands, and she missed them all. Ashlyn Hodges to serve. She gets it to Sonicson, and Leinen got hit by the block, and they're calling Lance in the net. I didn't see it. They're calling Lance in the net, so it's a side out, and it's 9-8. 9-8 Denison-Schleswig. And Wiggis is back to serve for the Lady Monarchs. Nice float serve. Lance does a good job of making a play on it. The back set and down. Parker she's very solid with that back set. Morris knocked it home. Good job by Parker, the sophomore, to get it to Morris, the senior, and a good communication. The timing was good. And Macy Finley is now checking in as the libero for the serve, and that's an ace. That's an ace serve. Finley she's turned it on from the service line from set 3 to set 4. First couple sets she was good, but these set 3 and set 4, she's been fantastic. A nice little jump serve, and it's just a firm serve, and it gets on you quick. Langenfeld with a good boomstick, but a good save on the dig by Parker, and the free ball over from Lance. Langenfeld again laying the hammer down, but out of bounds. Tried to go cross court, and it was a good hit, but just wide. Langenfeld's hitting the ball a lot harder as this game has gone on. Set 3, set 4, for sure. Another nice serve by Finley, and that's going to be another ace. Just her and Athan from the service line. Athan more so at the beginning of the match, and Finley has taken over more at the third and fourth set here as this match has gone on. They have really stepped up their game, and they're making it difficult for the Lady Monarchs to return. Langenfeld taken back by the block from Lene Green, and looks like another back set attempt. Genevieve Jones, and it's going to be Langenfeld again, and a double hit. They call by Genevieve Jones, so the side out point back to the Lady Monarchs, serve back to the Lady Monarchs. It's going to be Leinen, the setter / outside hitter, back to serve for the Lady Monarchs. A nice serve, easy serve, good pass from Finley, and Genevieve Jones hammers it down with her left hand, and that was a push. I don't know, maybe it's not a push, but to me it's a push when you grab the ball and try to throw it down. But it went into the net anyway, so it's a side out. The Phillies get possession and serve. It's going to be, looks like Peyton Athan back to serve again, the freshman setter for the Phillies. Nice serve. Nice set and a good kill attempt. Good attack, but a good block by Green. She was there. She made the play, and she gets blocked by her own right by Hannah Slater. Hannah Slater had the middle attack that was blocked by Green, and the senior says to the freshman for the Phillies, whatever you can do, I can do better, and this time she did. And with the side out, serve going to the Lady Monarchs. Overpass by Green and hammered down that time by Sonicson, and it's 13-12. We're halfway through this fourth set. It's a 1-point set here as Baker serves it away. Finley gets a pass away, and nice hustle by Athan. Got a free ball it over, does Hodges, and Leinen gets it out to Sonicson, who gets blocked by Burdorf. That's a heck of a play. You needed it. You needed the side out. You needed the serve. And Burdorf showing some emotion, some fire as she gets the block, and we get the side out, and you've got Brooklyn Black back in there, the senior, to serve with a 2-point game here in set number 4. Solid serve. Wiggis with a good pass in the middle attempt, and they're calling that a carry. Maybe somebody can explain to me the rules when you physically grab a ball and try to throw it over, that's not a carry, but I digress. It's 15-12. Wiggis gets another good pass to Leinen, and it's just blocked again. The block is showing up in set number 4 as Lene Green says, not tonight, not in set number 4 on the kill attempt, as it is blocked and hammered down. With a timeout now on the floor, 16-12. If you look at the Doug Meyer Chevrolet scoreboard, the Shenandoah Phillies up by 4 in set 4. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too for future employment. No experience necessary. We will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Welcome back into Shenandoah High School at Rex Roth Court. 16-12 is the score. And the whistle's been blown to go back to play, and Brooklyn Black is back to serve as she gets the serve away to Wiggis. Wiggis to Leinen to Stewart, and she hammers it down. Overpass on the dig by Athan. Athan gathers herself. Hodges with the attack on the left side as we have a nice little rally back and forth. As Sonicston gets it over again. Athan to Hodges, and Hodges plays off the block well, and that was a tight pass, and Leinen couldn't do anything with it. So you get the score again for the Phillies. So 5-point game here in set 4 as the senior Brooklyn Black trying to extend that lead for the Phillies, and nearly had an ace there. There was some miscommunication. That's out of bounds. There was no touch. Hannah Slater hit that thing hard, but she was coming down on the attack, and that ball sailed. So it's a 6-point game, 18-12. Brooklyn Black looking to keep the service going. She's got a nice little rhythm going, a little float serve. Leinen out to Sonicston and right into the net. The Monarchs might need another timeout here. That's 3 consecutive points after the timeout, and that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to take another timeout. 19-12 the score. As the Doug Meyer Chevrolet scoreboard, again, tells you the story. Set 4, 7-point game. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
This very moment, a board-certified surgeon specializing in female pelvic medicine and reconstructive surgery is scrubbing up in a newly remodeled surgical center full of the latest technology to give a woman a chance to take back control over her body. It will take less than an hour. There will be minimal recovery time, and afterwards, she'll start to feel normal again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
Welcome back in, Phillies fans and Lady Monarch fans. If you're watching, I don't know if we shared the broadcast with you guys, the live stream, but we're going to try to do that as the season goes on. Make sure we're sharing that live stream with the visiting team too, so they can watch as well. We've heard very good things about the video quality, so hopefully you guys still enjoy watching the games as the season goes on. Served by Black, the tip over. Lene Green gets it in, and that was over the net, but she didn't touch the net. So Slater gets the kill and the side out, the much-needed side out for the Lady Monarchs, and Slater is back to the service line. So the senior trying to will her Lady Monarch team back in the game, but the serve goes out of bounds. It's those service errors. That's going to be a big talking point if the Lady Monarchs can't come back to take this set and eventually the game. The service errors is good. That's going to be a talking point from the coaching staff. I say something and then Lene Green hits one into the net. Well, that's been very few and far between for the Phillies all night. They didn't have any in the first set that I'm aware of, and I think they've had one in the second, third, and fourth sets, respectively. So very clean from the service line. That's something that Coach Comstock's got to be happy about. I'm sure that's something they've drilled, especially with a young team. You don't want to give away free points if you can. The middle attack, again, Hodges does a good job of saving that with one hand. Leinen with the kill on the right side. I don't know if she's better as a setter or if she's better as an attacker. I think she's pretty good at both. So probably a good job by the coaching staff to keep her in the game as much as you can as a hitter and as a setter. Baker in to serve. She served the last point. She's here serving again. That's a great pass by Brooklyn Black, and then the kill. I mean, there's a lot to the perfect pass. I don't know everything about volleyball, so don't think that I'm trying to give y'all a lesson on volleyball. But if you get a perfect pass to the setter and they don't have to move, there's a way better chance that setter's going to give your hitter a perfect pass. And that's what happened as Cassidy Morris hammered it home. Parker struggled there a little bit with the receive there. They get it over as a free ball. Another middle attack, but Finley's there this time. Parker back set, but Genevieve Jones has to just save it in a free ball. Black gets it. Parker, back row attack, and the libero Finley. That's about the fourth time Finley, as a libero, has tried to lower the boomstick from about 20 feet, and it's worked 3 or 4 times. She had the one snafu where it just hit off her hand wrong, but she's done a good job back there in those out-of-system situations. And Linen that time had the ball just go right off of her fingertips. Not a strong hand, not a tight hand. And I missed a point in there, folks. It's game point, 24-15. I feel like I didn't. I was right. The scoreboard and Rex Roth Court was wrong. So it's 23-15 as Parker gets it away, and that is out. I think that's just the 4th service error. So if the Phillies can come out on top, the amount of times that they've gone back to serve and as good as they have served, as well as they have served tonight, they should feel pretty good about themselves going forward with this young team. That's a tight set, back set, not a lot of chance there for Hodges. Parker had to move a little bit, had to come towards that pass, and she just got a little too much mustard on that back set, and it got real tight to the net. Sonicson serves away, and that is in. Great save by Lance. Good dive. Just great play all around. But Langenfeld said, no soup for you on that one. That was a little Seinfeld reference there. Langenfeld knocked it down to keep the Lady Monarchs in the ballgame. 23-18. The student section here at Rex Roth Court, they're starting to get loud. I'm sure you can hear it in the background as Sonicson gets the serve away. Back set to Hodges and down. Off the block. 1 point away from starting off the season of 2021 1-0. The crowd starting to get to their feet. It's a Thursday evening. They're just maybe not quite all there. They don't maybe know it's match point, game point. Hodges gets the serve in. Langenfeld hammers it, but out of bounds. And game 1 goes to the young fighting Phillies as they take the set 25-18 to capture set 4 and to capture the game. So 25-15, set 1, 21-25. They fall in set 2. And then they take set 3, 25-21. And set 4, the decisive 4th set, 25-18. We'll be back right after this as the Phillies move to 1-0 on the year. We'll be back with a wrap right after this.
Inch of your body puts pressure on one place, your feet. So give your feet everything they could ask for by walking in to Brown Shoe Fit Shenandoah. Shoes for every occasion, boots for any situation, and above all, the right fit for you. After all, Brown Shoe Fit has been fitting feet for over 100 years. The only downside, so many shoes to choose from and only 2 feet. Great service, great selection, a great fit every time at Brown Shoe Fit, downtown Shenandoah.
Welcome back in for the last time tonight, Phillies fans, as your Shenandoah Phillies come out victorious tonight, 3-1 over conference rival Denison-Schleswig. It was a very fun ball game for me. My first volleyball broadcast ever. It was fun to watch. It was fun to call. The future is bright for this Phillies volleyball team, and the future is now, as we had a lot of youngsters play, freshmen, sophomores. You got that senior leadership from Morris and Black, sprinkle in some juniors, and then those freshmen and sophomores following along. Stay tuned all year long, folks. All the home games we're going to do. I think our next broadcast, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be next Thursday as we have another home game. But good luck in the meantime to our Shenandoah Phillies as they are undefeated on the season at 1-0. This is TJ Young signing off from Shenandoah High School, Rex Roth Court. The Phillies 3, Denison-Schleswig 1. Good night, everybody.